What's up, guys? Stormy here. Today we're going to be doing a discussion on the new Mandalorian trailer. And I just want to say before the video gets started that I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting on my videos, and I hope to see that continued. And if you have any comments or suggestions on what we should do next, put them in the comments, and I'll see you in the video. See ya.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
So I've heard.
This is the way.
Wait, is the back open?
Yes. I was wondering that too.
Oh,
I want to know what planet this is, right? Because I guess in like legacies we see a similar planet and it was never named, but I feel like this is one we've never seen before.
yeah.
That's Tatooine, that's obvious. Pretty sure at least, because the dunes and Tuscan. Don't know where that is. That could be Hoth or that could be Illis, but that's not likely. I don't know why he would go there, unless he went to the Force planet, which I forget the name of. This
I mean,
droid.
it's good that they're visiting new planets, because we didn't really see that in the first season.
I wonder who that is, but I'm pretty sure that's just someone for lore. I don't think that actually. It might be someone significant. You know, I was hearing rumors. They were talking about having like older characters, but like there were a couple Jedi that I never even heard of, and I did research, and I was like, oh, they're still alive. We know those are they X-wing? X-wing, yeah, X-wing.
Yeah,
That's probably not the Republic we're used to. That's probably either Rogue X-wing or yeah. And then we see this scene. That's crazy. I don't know what planet would that be.
yeah. So this season looks way bigger than the first, like scale-wise.
And then you have this scene. He just pulled a Django without trying. This part's interesting. What he says here.
This is the way.
Wonder what that means. Cause
You know,
it's
it's
implying.
to show off.
Oh, I don't think that's what it means. You want to run it back one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll do it with a little sound. Don't want to get claimed, but I'm pretty sure this might be. Was it called Osiris? I don't know if that's the planet name, but there was something. I remember a couple years ago in a comic, but it looks a lot like it because it kind of looks like Earth, but it's clearly not Earth. Not the planet he's
I
near, but
yeah. I think they're running away from someone because I think the ship's broken.
you think he's gonna be hunted again?
Show me the one
Yeah.
safety deemed such destruction.
You know, this voice sounds familiar. I know it's not the same voice actor, but it sounds like a voice actor from Clone Wars.
Reunite it with its own kind.
This kind of looks like Cyberpunk City.
This you
That I
must
mean, that's clearly
examine.
Tatooine, though, no doubt. I'm just
The
hold
songs of the
on. Let me run it back here. See, this is why I'm not saying it's Hoth because, in my opinion, I don't think we've ever seen trenches that deep. But if you see, I'll obviously put it on screen during the video. But if you see, like right in here, like to me that looks like the Force planet, and I can't remember what it was called. Ilum? Is it Ilum?
I don't remember also,
I thought Ilum was
but
destroyed, but I could be wrong.
The songs of eons past tell of battles between
they're
Mandalore the
probably
Great
looking for
and an
someone or
order of
something.
And this definitely looks like a shipping scene. Maybe it's a fight club.
sorcerers
I
called
don't know because he
Jedi.
goes into a fight club right after. And I have no idea who this is. We can't even get a good shot.
She's from
Search the
WWE.
galaxy and
Uh,
deliver this
forgot her name.
creature to a race of enemy sorcerers.
And he calls them enemy sorcerers, so he clearly doesn't know what actually happened. But
This
he
is the
was a
way.
child during the Clone Wars, or sometime. I think I'm right, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and he saw the droids kind of take over. Like, see, look though. This doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like a like that. Doesn't look like pre. So we know this is obviously within the timeline, but it doesn't look. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like a Republic X-wing, the new Republic X-wings.
yeah.
So I think it could.
They could have been like a makeover or something.
Those two are back. That's a cool design for Typh.
You
I
know
just
this
wonder where
is
this
no
is.
place for a child.
He seems to have gotten used to the jetpack.
This is what makes me think it's Ilum. Because I don't think we've ever seen a Star Wars planet, at least not in shows or continuity, that has ice caves like this. It's similar to kind of what we saw in Jedi Fallen Order, the game.
Oh yeah,
It's actually
could be.
exactly like it.
Wherever I go, he goes.
No idea what's happening here. Fight scene.
Oh, that might be from the first scene at the beginning.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like, yeah.
He just closed the ball.
I wonder if in this season we'll learn about Baby Yoda's species.
Hopefully. We still don't know about it in the entire Star Wars saga,
Yeah.
basically. And I thought it was interesting that we just got a trailer and it comes out on October 30th. That tells me that COVID probably delayed that. And Disney Plus logo as always.
So this season definitely looks like it's gonna be way bigger than the first season. So I mean, saw rumors that this could set up a possible sequel with Ahsoka. Like, I don't know if she's gonna be in it, but if she is, they're probably hiding it for the last trailer. But yeah, this definitely looks hype. What do you think?
I mean, I think Ahsoka's probably gonna be in it. I don't know at what capacity, but I've also heard rumors of Captain Rex. I don't know how likely that is, but you know, going into the fight, well, not only that it's Mandalorian, these Mandalorian culture, and that kind of hits home for clones, but like at this time, he would kind of be searching for anybody willing to help him. And I think the answers that he would need would be from a Jedi, if that makes sense, or at least someone that had training, not necessarily like a current Jedi, obviously, clearly, but
Yeah.
maybe somebody that knew the training or knew the ways or knew something to help him gain that knowledge. It could also be clone troopers because if you remember, there's a lot of them that obviously went rogue and did not execute Order 66. So there's still a possibility for him to meet quite a few of them at that time. I mean, we don't know. Well, we know when it takes place, but we don't really know what the constraints are in the series, and we don't know if Ahsoka is even like on that side of the galaxy. Um,
Yeah, and also in the images they released last week for the magazine,
mhm.
um Carl Weathers has a beard, so I don't know how big of a time gap it is between the first season. So, but I mean, Baby Yoda doesn't seem to look any different. I don't know if that's just because he ages slower, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean his species just doesn't age that quickly. I mean, we saw Yoda. Yoda was what, over 1,000 years old.
Yeah,
I mean, he he didn't age the entire, like, yeah, he looked a little younger in Clone Wars, but not by much. I mean, that was also the animation, so I don't think we can really speak on that.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. That's they didn't show that much, but it's good because they'll probably be hiding the big surprises or mic drop moments again.
Yeah, the fight scenes look like they're gonna be better. I just hope Disney doesn't wash them again, because honestly, in the first season, it felt like everything was kind of like blurred or hidden. You know what I mean? So you never really got to see the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because it's like they're not going R-rated, but at least show some of the violence.
Yeah, I noticed in like that scene that we saw, it went black. I hope it doesn't do that in the actual show. That would be disappointing.
Yeah,
Um,
like in the first season, in like the first episode, where at the like bar, he remember he like knocks out that guy and he the door chops him in half, remember? But they
yeah,
didn't show that.
yeah,
They
it's
just put it off.
Disney. Uh,
Yeah.
hopefully they kind of get a little bit more risky because like the scenes in the first season, like for example, like the stormtrooper fight that he had looked really cool. But it didn't have a lot of the like excitement that you would get from like say Clone Wars, for example. I know that's a different time period, but it still kind of reenacts the
Yeah.
violence and what was actually being shown. And especially like in general, the series tone changed so much. I felt like I was watching two different shows between the first and second half of the season. I don't know if that was you,
Yeah.
but
Um, yeah, I mean, I think that has to do with, how there was like five different directors. I think that had something to do with it.
yeah. And then in regards to like the characters that they added, like in the first season, it was somewhat tame. I really liked the end, like not the end scene necessarily, but the Mandalorian scene where all the Mandos went, well, not Mandos, but Mandalorians went to go help him, and that was
Yeah.
cool. I liked how they did that. I like how they did the story arc for like the Mandalorian like culture in general. I hope they touch more on that because obviously we don't have a lot of like, I guess you could say, movie and or comic and or animated adaptation understanding of the Mandalorian culture were kind of shown here and there, but nothing like major.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we just saw that briefly in the first season, but it wasn't that much. So hopefully they dive further into that.
This is kind of more of a season one going into season two topic, but how do you feel about the dark saber being brought in?
Um, I think, I mean, um, I think it's gonna be interesting how they use it, because it's been rumored that Sabine from Rebels was gonna be in the show. I don't know, like to what level or degree, but I don't know if she would take the lightsaber, dark saber, from Moff Gideon.
hmm Do you
Uh,
think Gideon is going to become like the main villain, or do you think he's going to get overthrown?
I mean, he's I've seen I've seen him in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and
Hmm.
like he knows how to play villains well. So I don't know if Disney would just throw him out of the show in like just like an episode or a season.
You think there's a possibility that maybe he'll like end up kind of being like a side character? Maybe there's someone bigger. I mean, obviously, at this point, I don't really know who they would throw in as a main villain if it's not Moff Gideon. I mean, it could be someone else that we just don't know about. But like, I don't know. I always thought of like kind of like a dark well, I guess not really alkalite, but more like a dark figure kind of being brought into the series, sort of not like really with like an alignment, just being like a villain slash bad guy. I mean, at this point, I mean, at that point in the series, the Empire's pretty much fallen apart. I mean, there isn't
Yeah,
much left. I mean, there's no really big bad guys, and I don't think that there's really anybody that could really take his place per se. I mean, but they could always pull something and be like, "Hey, this is the new villain," but it may not be someone we know.
yeah. I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. Maybe like at the very end,
Hmm.
but I mean, we only saw Moff Gideon like briefly. Like he wasn't um a huge like antagonist in the first season. Like
Yeah,
so hopefully they use him more in this season and not just throw him away.
and I think adding Ahsoka, if they add Ahsoka, which rumors says that they do, I think that could be kind of like the not gray side of the alignment table that we need, but more like gray slash good. I don't know if I'd call her gray anymore, but I'd call her in the middle, because she left the Jedi Order, but she's still, within the grounds of being like a good person in the series. But also that could be like an entire story arc, possibly, because I would honestly love to see how those two get along. I don't think they would. That's what I'm actually quite uh, intrigued about, because
Yeah,
Mando's lived this culture, so.
yeah, and I mean, I don't know if she. I doubt her appearance will be just like a simple cameo. I think it's gonna set up a bigger arc, and it could possibly set up like because there's rumors that a Star Wars Rebels sequel series is in development. It could set that up, like going through live action to animated form. I don't know.
Hmm.
It could set up like them finding Ezra. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because right now, as far as we know, Ezra is not dead even after the first season, and we don't really know. Well, I guess we don't really know what happened to him because that was when did that take place? After A New Hope, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll have it posted in the video so everyone can see. But there's not really like an answer to who. Like we know Sabine is probably not dead, almost 100%. But there's really no big bad guys, as I kind of said, so I don't really see that being a plot. Maybe it could be. I don't know. Maybe we could even get like crazy characters thrown in that we didn't even know about. How do you feel about clone troopers? Any clone troopers showing up, if
Uh,
if they're even alive, which we still don't know the answer to.
yeah. I mean, there wasn't. It was like there. It doesn't seem like they're a huge presence. So, I mean, if they're gonna bring in like Ahsoka, I don't know if they're gonna, because you know how she has sort of like a relation to the clones.
Yep.
I don't know if they're gonna like mix her story up with the clones, kind of like in the Clone Wars.
I mean, at this point, I mean, Mandalorian is definitely. It's after the Return of the Jedi, correct?
Yeah.
So we don't really know who. We honestly, I mean, I guess Luke Skywalker is a possibility, correct? There's no. Is there anything really stopping him from being in it, like in some way, shape, or form?
I mean, that would be like the biggest mic drop. Like, I think because a few months ago, Mark Hamill said that he's done with Star Wars. I don't know if that was just him saying that, or
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
mean,
want
if he,
Sebastian Stan, but I don't know anything about
yeah,
that.
I mean that would be pretty cool actually. Like to see them run into him in some way. I don't know.
Do you think it would be more like not really like a cameo, but like a side appearance, and maybe becoming like something like major, or do you think it's going to be like a situation where like maybe he meets them and then goes on to do his own thing and kind of like lets go after that, or do you think it's going to be like a reoccurring thing? Because remember, Mandalorians are not exactly Jedi friends. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
who they are. I mean, yeah, he's helping Baby Yoda, who doesn't have a name yet, but
yeah.
still doesn't have a
My
name.
assumption is Mando in some shape or form is gonna like they're gonna have a larger overall like quest,
Yeah.
and on the way they're gonna find other Jedi or people who are force sensitive
Yep.
and use them to train Baby Yoda or like give advice on how he can develop his skills, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe that's how they could run into Luke. But I mean, like I said, that would be like the biggest mic drop.
You think it's gonna be like more of a situation where like maybe it kind of gets mentioned, not necessarily like 100%, but it's just kind of like touched upon, or like do you think Baby Yoda is actually gonna get Jedi training? Because then that leads me questions for what happened to him before for Force Awakens, which I mean, well, is apparently being decanonized. Another video coming up next week about that, but there's theories on that too. But what do you think Baby Yoda's future is like? Not only in the Mandalorian series, but do you think he'll have a presence in some other type of series?
I I mean, here's like the thing with that. Like this series is in the sense new to like yeah, like I get it, like it takes place before the sequel trilogy, but it's new, it's fresh material because like it's not like they had this canon before, or it's a whole new
Yep,
story.
of
So
course.
Baby Yoda wasn't a thing like 10 years ago.
Yeah, no,
So
of course.
I
But do you think there's potential for him to be somewhere else within the continuity, or like be important in some other way, shape, or form than just the series?
yeah, I do because first of all, he's a big meme and he's a fan favorite character. I mean, he's huge. I don't think Disney would just not have any plans for him.
Yeah. Do you think there's potential elsewhere, like in terms of like maybe him being referenced, or do you think it'll be like, a bigger like uh, cameo, or do you think it'll be like an actual
Actually,
role?
um, if they could do something where like in the upcoming Star Wars films, like in this next decade, um, they could have him be like already grown up and stuff, and like make him an established character.
I think it'll kill
What do you
people
think
when he
about that?
actually talks, if he ever does. Like talk, like actually talk.
I mean, if he sounds anything like Yoda, then uh, that's nice.
Do you believe the chaos theory that came out, the one regarding how Baby Yoda is gonna somehow like fall to the dark side and come to a realization when he's older, or no? Because there's like a lot of like side proof. Because a lot of things he did in season one, like they're not really bad per se, but they're things
No,
that
yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. Like, yeah, like the way he looked at people when he used the Force, it, like Jedi's don't look at their
yeah, but
opponents like that.
I mean that also
That's
could
more
just
like a
be
Sith
untamed.
type thing. Uh, I don't know, cause like I don't know if they would just make him turn to the dark side, but it could be like that's how they end the season.
What, him just saying, "Oh, I'm a Sith now," and then they just end it.
No, no, like I don't know, maybe he
Him
like
force choking someone.
yeah, one of his friends like what if he force chokes um Cara Dune?
Mm. I don't know. I feel like fans would be outraged, but at the same time, I feel like it would be a really cool twist that no one saw coming. I mean, he is cute and adorable. I mean, how bad can he be, right?
Yeah.
And I even
I
saw,
mean, I don't know,
yeah, go
there's
on.
so much possibilities and this trailer didn't really give us a plot.
Of course.
It was just cool scenes.
I'm excited to see the new season. I mean, I've seen rumors and bits in there, but nothing like too big.
Yeah. Um Actually, I was just looking online and apparently when Sasha Banks appears in the trailer, you can hear a dark saber ignition sound like near the very end.
Really?
Uh
I don't think I
yeah.
caught that. Here, I'm gonna actually. What time did you say it was at?
Think it was like right before um she dis she fades away.
The first time or the second time? Because I'm pretty sure we see it two times. Wait, hold on. Going in it now. Okay, wait. Okay, clicking it.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
Nope, I didn't hear it. Yeah, I saw that scene. I didn't hear it.
Apparently people are hearing I don't know. Um
She definitely doesn't look good, I'll say that.
yeah. I mean, if she is if that background ignition sound with the dark saber is indicating she's like a Sith or like she's part of the dark side, um then maybe that could be a twist because it seems like in the trailer Mando and Baby Yoda are going to her for help. So I don't know.
Maybe she could be like, I don't even know what they call them, but there's a comic term. It's like gray Jedi that fallen but still kind of hold the middle ground in the Force. Maybe she could be like that, but we don't know who she is yet then.
Yeah.
Sort of like Ahsoka,
I
but
mean,
different.
that Black Hood isn't doesn't indicate that she's good.
Yeah, but we've seen Jedi wear black hoods before. Not often, but we've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, could be what you're getting at.
Or it could be a bigger plot twist, and the theory that people had of Baby Yoda turning to the dark side in the very beginning when people saw that droid scene and saw the animal scene, could potentially be like kind of like not a throwback, but kind of like a hint, like, hey, this is kind of the new dark side character that's growing, but he's not gonna realize he's like a part of the dark side at a young age. Maybe he starts off good and turns bad. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like how Anakin when he was going towards the dark side, he wasn't really self-aware of what he was doing bad until like way after he was Darth Vader. So maybe they could do something like that.
Yeah, it could even be like not a redemption arc, but it could even be like kind of like a coming to fruition. Like, hey, I started off good because I didn't know what I wanted, but now I'm bad. Or maybe like Mando dies and he wants to save him or something, like something crazy like that.
Yeah, but then he ends up turning to the dark side completely.
Yeah, and then there was a theory when season one came out. Um, I don't know if it was to the end of it, but there was a theory saying like, oh, there's gonna be way bigger Sith, and then I'm like, I don't really see how, I don't really see uh how they could really implement more Sith. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Um, no, I'm just really hyped. This season comes out a day before my birthday, so that's a
Oh, you're
nice
lucky.
gift. But yeah, I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'll be doing a video on this channel for every episode that comes out, and I'll be doing a review and everything. So we'll kind of get to sit closer on that one.
Yeah, so make sure you guys have notifications on.
Yep. Also, link in the description for his channel, and then also link in the description for other important channels, which will be coming soon. And that's about it for this video. So, yeah. Is anything you want to say?
Now, thanks for coming out, guys, and we'll see you later.
What's up, guys? Thank you for watching the video. Before I go, I just wanted to say that we are working on a Teen Titans Season 6 revival. Basically, it's a fan-made thing that we're trying to get greenlit. The Discord link will be in the description, and any information needed for that will be in the description as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.